Zombie cells. They're not the brain-hungry monsters of horror movies, but they are real. They lurk within us, and they might be more dangerous than we ever imagined. Zombie cells are not dead, but they're not fully alive either. They're stuck in a state of limbo, unable to function properly, and potentially harming surrounding cells. Scientists are just now beginning to understand these cellular misfits. They seem to accumulate with age, and research suggests they can convert other cells to zombie status by secreting certain chemical messengers. Could these cellular zombies hold the key to aging and age-related diseases? Here's what we know. Typically, cells have a limited lifespan. They grow, perform their function in the body, multiply for a finite number of cycles, then self-destruct, a process known as apoptosis. However, scientists have realized that some cells don't die when they should. Instead, they enter a suspended state called senescence. This is a semi-alive condition where they can no longer perform normal cell functions. They stop dividing, but they don't disappear. They linger in our tissues, releasing inflammation-causing molecules that disrupt the normal function of other cells. Their accumulation increases with age, and there is a causal link between their presence and the diseases of old age. The more zombie cells you have, the greater your biological age and the older you look, no matter how old you really are. Zombie cells throw a wrench in the process called metabolism. This is a delicately balanced set of chemical reactions, occurring in living organisms, that are essential to the maintenance of life. They do this by disrupting the normal flow of energy and nutrients. This disruption contributes to the development of conditions such as cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes, arthritis, muscle weakness, nerve degeneration, and a host of other conditions associated with aging. But how do normal, healthy cells become zombie cells? Here's what we know. Each time a cell divides, protective stretches of DNA at the ends of chromosomes known as telomeres shorten. This shortening continues until they reach a critical minimum length. At this point, the cellular DNA becomes damaged and those cells stop functioning. They should all now die. However, some do survive, existing as these half-alive, half-dead zombie cells. In addition, environmental factors, including smoking, pesticides, radiation, and pollution, can also lead to the creation of zombie cells. Free radical damage to the telomeres of young cells by pollutants turn normal, healthy cells into zombie cells, whether the telomeres are shortened or not. The net effect is that these young cells become senescent. They are prematurely aged and convert to zombie cells due to this damage to their DNA. And as your cells get old, you get old. Your biological age is directly related to the number of zombie cells that have accumulated in your body. Zombie cells can also cause insulin resistance, leading to prediabetes and diabetes type 2. Here's how. The pancreas, which is responsible for producing insulin, is particularly vulnerable to zombie cell invasion. These zombies cause chronic inflammation of pancreatic tissue, which often leads to insulin resistance in its beta cells. These are the very cells responsible for producing insulin in the first place. This beta cell dysfunction results in reduced insulin production and high glucose levels in the blood, hyperglycemia, which, left untreated, leads to diabetes. Zombie cells also accumulate in fatty tissue and cause inflammation there as well. Fat storage, hormone secretion, and overall metabolic function are all thrown out of balance, leading to insulin resistance in these cells also. The good news is that scientists are fighting back against these cellular assassins with cutting-edge research into ways to eliminate them or neutralize their harmful effects. One promising approach is the use of a class of compounds called senolytics. Senolytics specifically target the chemical processes that senescent cells use to survive. They cause zombie cells to self-destruct while leaving healthy cells unharmed. Senolytics include pharmaceuticals, combinations of extracts from a variety of plants, or mixture of both. Natural compounds with senolytic properties include quercetin in yellow onions and fisetin in strawberries, apples, grapes, and cucumbers. These drugs and plant extracts can supercharge the immune system. They empower a particular subset of white blood cells, known as natural killer cells, or NK cells, to seek out and destroy zombie cells. NK cells continuously patrol the body and can detect whether cells are alive, dead, infected, damaged, or cancerous. They then eliminate all that are threats to the body and activate other parts of the immune system to join in the fight. But zombie cells can fight back. They secrete chemicals that reduce the ability of the NK cells to detect them. They can also change and replace certain receptors on their cell membranes that the NK cells would normally use to identify them. boosting the immune system with laboratory-produced senolytic drugs, direct use of the plant materials themselves for cooking or in teas, and the use of herbal supplements containing a mixture of the various active ingredients enhances the ability of our NK cells to identify and destroy zombie cells. In summary, the discovery of zombie cells has opened a new frontier in biomedical science. It has provided a fresh perspective on aging and the development of chronic diseases. The use of senolytic drugs, whether man-made, naturally occurring, or in the form of herbal supplements, is designed to enhance the body's natural killer cells. Clinical trials with senolytic drugs and plant extracts have shown promising results so far. The hope is that one day soon, we will conquer these cellular villains, eliminate the diseases of aging, and usher in a new era of health and longevity. As we reach the end of this video, please note that this information is meant for educational purposes only, and should not be interpreted as medical advice. Please consult your healthcare provider before embarking on any new drug or supplement regimen. Click the link in the description below for more on how you can get your own plant-based senolytics to destroy zombie cells and arrest or reverse your diabetes.